Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a Q&A that you guys requested. I'm going to answer the questions that you guys asked me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. So I have them right on my phone, so that's why I'm going to be looking down. The first question said, what were things you craved while you were pregnant? The first thing I started craving was jalapenos. I craved jalapenos my entire pregnancy. I loved spicy things. I still love spicy things. And then I started wanting nachos for some reason. And then towards the end of my pregnancy, I wanted cereal. I ate cereal on a daily basis. I probably had like 4 or 5 boxes of cereal in our kitchen at all times. The next question said, how was your whole pregnancy? My pregnancy was fantastic. I loved being pregnant. It was the greatest thing ever. I enjoyed it so much, and it was so great. I loved it. After I had Xander, I was like, okay, let's get pregnant again, because I loved it so much. So yeah, my pregnancy was fantastic. The third question said, how did you know you were pregnant? I didn't. So one of my friends at the time, which was engaged to Travis's best friend, we all went to breakfast, and I actually did not go to work that day because I did not feel good. And I thought it was a flu because it was like February. Well, so she saw I wasn't eating that much, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I just don't feel good. And she was like, I think you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. And she's like, I think you should take a pregnancy test. And I was like, alright, I'm going to prove all of you guys wrong, because Travis was telling them that he thought I was pregnant because I was moody, whatever. So I had to run back to our house to meet someone there because they were fixing our dryer at the time. And then after I did that, I stopped at CVS, and I went to my mom's house because they were still eating, and Travis was just gonna see me after. So I went to my mom's house, and I snuck upstairs, and I took a test. Well, the line immediately showed up, like immediately, and I'm like, oh crap. So then I came downstairs, and I started crying. I told my mom and Jenny, like, I think I'm pregnant. And they're like, there's no way. You just have the flu. And I'm like, no, I think I'm pregnant. And so we took a pregnant or not pregnant. And at the time, my sister was pregnant. So I was like, she's going to be so mad at me. Like, this is her time to be pregnant. We can't be pregnant together. So I called my sister, and I'm like crying. And I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, I think I'm pregnant. Well, so we took a pregnant or not pregnant, and pregnant popped up. So then I called Travis and had him come to my mom's house. So yeah, I was definitely pregnant. And then the next day, I was supposed to start my period. I didn't, obviously. But yeah. How far along were you when you found out? I was only probably 4 weeks, because I didn't even miss my period yet until the next day. So I was around 4 weeks. So I was very early. The next question said, do you want more babies? Yes. If you ask anyone, they will all tell you I always say I want a football team of babies because I love babies, and Xander's been such a great baby. Like, I want more and more and more. Like, if I could be pregnant right now, I would be, but we are not in the place to be pregnant right now. So, did you really have break-ins at your other house? Not the Walnut house, we didn't. The house we had on the base, we did. We had 2 break-ins, and one of them I just found out I was pregnant. The other one, it was like 2 weeks after, I think. And Lexi was actually there both times. And the first time, Travis was not home. He was in Indy. And the second time, Travis just left for work. So they said that someone was probably watching and a lot of people actually had break-ins at the time, and yeah, it was super scary, and I never stayed there after that, and it took a downfall on all of us. But then we moved, and now we're good. Alright, so the next question says, how are you emotionally after losing 2 animals? Quite frankly, I am super emotional about it still. So is Travis. It's hard. It was really hard losing them. They were a part of our family. All animals are. Everybody knows that. And it was very, very hard. Next question says, how is Zeke doing? He's actually in his cage right now. We picked him up from the vet, and he's running again. He's jumping again. He's eating. He's doing great. I am so happy with how he's doing, and the vet is too. So yeah, he's improving a lot, and we're super happy about that. The next question says, what are your guys' plan for a new house? We are looking for a new house. We are in touch with an agent right now, and he is gonna start finding the house we want, and we told him what we wanted with the house, and he's sending us options, and we are actually gonna go on Saturday because the girl we were dealing with canceled on us for the 2nd time, so we decided to go with someone else. And yeah, so we're hopefully gonna find a house. I'm excited for it. The next question said, how did you and Travis start talking? We started talking because he came into Harvey's while I was working there, and my friend at the time was dating his friend that he came in with, and I was like, I want to get to know him, whatever. And his friend at the time messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, here's his number, you should talk to him. And I'm like, okay. So at the time I texted him, and that night we hung out with all of our friends. So we ended up starting to date, and we now have a baby. We're engaged. So yeah, it's nice. The next question said, how did you know he was the one? He treated me great. Like, he had a huge heart. He is just the best guy I've ever met. Like, he makes me so happy. He is a great dad. Like, I love him. Another person asked, what was the main reason you wanted to start getting into YouTube? Personally, my uncle does videography, and he is super good at it. And then my aunt was an architect, and now she has her own blogging and made her own book. Like, she's awesome. And I watch a lot of mom YouTubers like Karen. Well, it's Karen and Kwa, so it's KK and Baby J. It's OK Baby. And then the Bram fam. I watch the Ace Family sometimes. I was really into them at first, but now I'm not as much. But yeah, so this is a good way to remember things too, is recording it all. So yeah, so I wanted to have the memories and everything forever. So those are the only ones I have gotten. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you have a question I did not answer, just let me know and I will answer it for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!